Hey, it's Enrique from Novation, and this is the Novation AFX Station, a limited edition base station 2 that's been redesigned in partnership with Aphex Twin and Weirdcore. We've added a purple bottom, some Aphex Twin art, and a bunch of Weirdcore characters all across the board. And today I want to show you 3 of my favorite features. My first favorite feature introduced in the AFX Station 4.14 update is the overlays, but there's a special feature that you can do, which is copy the overlays from one key to another. So if you're not familiar with overlays, this allows you to put a different sound on every key. So say I have this hi-hat sound. I can actually hit function and transpose, and I can copy this sound a couple more times. This allows me to quickly edit my sounds. And then to take this a step further, if I use the built-in sequencer on the base station, I can just go to record mode and then put in a pattern. So I can say kick, hi-hat, this, there. So then if I go to play, turn our arpeggiator on and press the first note in the sequence, it'll play back that sequence. My next favorite feature on the base station would be a fixed sustain duration amount. We've added this in helping you create analog drum sounds. To access this, hold down function and look for either the amp envelope or the mod envelope key. Then you can hit it 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a D will pop up. Setting it to 1 will say it's turned on. What we've just done is taken our amp envelope or our mod envelope, depending on which one you've pressed, and now applied a set duration for the sustain time no matter how short the key is pressed. So if I turn our sustain up, our decay now acts as our sustain time. Turning our release down, our attack down, and even the decay down, you can hear it pops right away. Give it a little bit of a release, and it fades off. So this no longer means I need to hold down a key to program my drum sounds. And we can do the same for the mod envelope. So if I go and set that on, and then I say a little bit of mod envelope to the filter, a little bit of resonance. Go to our mod envelope now, turn our sustain all the way down, decay really short. Then this can be applied to other things like our pitch. Super handy. Another favorite feature of mine would be the ability to separately tune the sub-oscillator away from oscillator 1. Usually they're tied together, but if I have our sub-oscillator up, oscillator 1 and 2 up, by holding down function, I can actually set the tuning for our sub-oscillator. So I'm going to hold down a note. Then I can take this a step further and use oscillator 2 to act as a third note. So I'll flip over to oscillator 2. And really quick before I go, I want to sneak another 2 features in. So one of my favorite features would be to apply a separate glide amount to oscillator 2 next to oscillator 1. This is known as glide divergence. To access this, hold down function and hit the input gain key twice. On the AFX station, you'll see that we've actually added all the extra functions across the top of the keys. So function, twice, G, I can set this up or down, and this will apply glide to the second oscillator only. And this is in relation to the glide amount. So if I turn this up, I'm adding glide to oscillator 1, but adding more glide to oscillator 2. And last but not least would be oscillator error. This applies a little bit of detuning to each oscillator every single time you hit the key. This is underneath the pitch bend range key. Hit that twice, this will be our error amount. So let's apply 3. You can hear it start kind of moving, and we can get this to a point where it's basically unusable. But where this gets really cool is on the base station, I actually have a ring modulator between oscillators 1 and 2. So I'll turn those two down in the mixer section and turn up the ring modulator. So every time I hit the key, it's creating a new complex wave shape. And again, dialing this down a little bit, we'll put it at about 2.